If Thor, the god of thunder in Norse mythology, were to duel Lu Bu, the strongest military general of the three kingdoms, who do you think would win? And the reason these two unrelated people can compete on the same stage is all because of a meeting among the gods. It turns out that not long ago, humanity was facing the greatest crisis in history, simply because the gods witnessed the damage humans had caused to the world with their own eyes. Zeus, the king of the gods, let the gods choose whether to let humanity continue for another 1,000 years, or to end them directly. This proposal was endorsed by all the gods present. Even Aphrodite, the most beautiful goddess, nodded in agreement. However, just as the king of the gods was about to strike the gavel of judgment, an opposing voice stopped him. And the comer was Brunhild, the Valkyrie with half-human and half-god blood. Under the strange gaze of all the gods, she became the first opponent on the gods' side. The gods all condemned her actions. Brunhild said that humanity should be allowed to continue for another 1,000 years, to test whether they are worthy of survival. And the method of the test is to use the provisions in the divine code as a contract, to hold one-on-one battles between the gods and humans. Both sides only need to send representatives to fight 13 one-on-one battles. The side that first accumulates 7 victories will be the winner. This will be a life or death battle that determines the survival of humanity. But the gap between the two sides is so big that it seems humanity is destined to suffer a crushing defeat before the battle even starts. So the gods all thought this was a waste of time, and they all expressed disdain for it. Unexpectedly, Brunhild sneered at this moment. Upon hearing this, all the gods present flew into a rage, tearing stones and smashing the ground. Zeus even struck the gavel of judgment directly. Then he pointed at Brunhild and told her to choose the warriors for the human side. But in fact, Brunhild already had candidates in mind. She planned to select the 13 strongest people from 7 million years of human history. A battle between gods and humans thus kicked off. However, it was only the first battle. The gods' side actually sent Thor, the strongest god in Norse mythology. His appearance not only drew cheers from the god audience, but also represented the gods' determination to win. Then look at the human side. It was also the strongest warrior selected by the Valkyries from 7 million years of human history. Amidst the thunderous sound of drums, the comer was Lu Bu Fengxian, the red hare among horses. As soon as the referee blew the horn, the first great battle began. God Thor versus Lu Bu Fengxian.